Grand Rising, ladies and gents. Thank you for tuning into my video and, stopping by to my channel. And once again, I'm back here talking about DoorDash. And as promised, I'm going to further exploit DoorDash for the scum that they are. Now, as you can see right here is two links to some very important articles that exposes the shady crap that DoorDash does. And it exposes why I told you guys in my previous videos that you should not support this business. And if you're a driver, you should boycott this business because they treat you like crap. They treated me like crap when they fired me for no reason. I had a great customer rating. I did everything I was supposed to do, but I got fired due to a so-called excessive latencies. And by the way, as I said in my other video, their rating system is full of crap and is designed to get drivers fired in the first place. I'm not the only one that complained about that. Lots of drivers complain about that, and people on my videos who's watched, agree with me. Everybody agree with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a pandemic with DoorDash as in regards to deactivations as of late, and bottom line, they just don't treat their drivers right. But now I'm also going to expose that they also don't give a rat's ass about their customers, the guys and women who's actually, picking up their phones and ordering food on their little apps. They don't care about you guys either. And I'm gonna click on here, this link right now, and I'm gonna show you why I say that. You see these big bold white letters right here? DoorDash's big announcement: we're still taking workers' tips. Oh, they're taking our tips. You know what that means, customers? That means they're taking your money that you supposedly want to tip the driver. The money that you want to tip the driver to, guess what? A percentage of that is going to DoorDash, not the driver. It's going to DoorDash. And yes, I know this is a 2019 link, but this is not the first time they got busted. They got busted for this like in 2017 as well. And they still kept on doing this. You know what I'm saying? And after the second and third times they got busted, you know what they did? They actually lowered the base pay on these orders. That's why, workers are getting a lot more lowball orders and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess they're not taking as much of the customers' tips as they normally would take, but I still think they're taking customer tips because, even before I got fired, which was like in September 3rd of this year, 2020, I never, I noticed I never get big tips. You know what I'm saying? Because I do other delivery apps too. I've done Uber Eats before, and by the way, Uber is another scum organization, but I'm not gonna talk about them in this video. I'll probably make a video about Uber Eats in the future, but right now we're talking DoorDash. But yeah, I do Postmates still every now and then, and I notice I get some big tips on Postmates sometimes. I've had a $40 tip once. I had a couple $30 tips, $20 or whatever. But on DoorDash, I notice I never get tips that big. I think the highest I've ever had on DoorDash was a $10 tip. And for the most part, I'm delivering in the same neighborhoods and with the same people and stuff like that. And I just noticed the big gap between how much I get tipped on Postmates versus DoorDash. And that's like a indirect confirmation that these guys are stealing tips. Because why on one app I get tipped big, but on the other app I don't? It's not a coincidence. These guys are still taking people's tips even to this day. But let me just go on and just read this article here and expose these guys basically. Okay, so this is on Thursday, June 27th of 2019. DoorDash finally responded to thousands of DoorDash workers who have been organizing and speaking out about tip theft and low pay. They announced a new pay system intended to improve the Dasher system. And I guess their intent to improve the Dasher experience is basically to lower the base pay, because that's basically what they've done since last year. Lower the base pay, as I already said. Lower the base pay because they're not stealing as much customer tips as they normally did before. that's their way of improving things by, basically being more shady and not giving a rat's ass about the drivers. So let's continue. But their announcement basically amounted to saying that they're sticking with the same exploitative pay model that they've been using for years, using customers' tips to subsidize workers' pay, so DoorDash can get away with paying as little as $1 per job. Ladies and gentlemen, I said this before, I'll say it again, man. Do not support this scam organization. These guys, this company does not give a rat's ass about you, me, the drivers, the customers, nobody. You know what I'm saying? The owner, Tony Zhu, is a jackass. He's an idiot. You know what I'm saying? He's a greedy bastard. Don't support him. As I said on my other video before, boycott this stupid ass business. Make them lose money. You know what I'm saying? Because something's got to be done. Lawsuits are not working because, these guys are saying, all right, we're going to get sued, but, we'll make the money back and all this other crap because people still order food from the apps and people still work for them. But I guarantee you, if you stop working, like just don't even turn your app on. And if the customers just stop ordering with their stupid ass, the customers stop ordering food off on their stupid ass app, then I guarantee that they'll start acting right. So, yo, for the entire month of November, I challenge everybody to stop using the DoorDash app to order food. And I challenge the drivers to just don't work at all. There's plenty of other delivery gigs out there. You got Postmates, you got Grubhub, you got Shipped, you have Instacart. I'm not even going to say Uber Eats because Uber Eats is probably worse than DoorDash. Probably the only one that's worse as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? But there's plenty of other gigs out there that you can do. And there's plenty of ways you can make money outside of gig economy itself. Don't support this stupid ass organization because they're up to no good. And like I said, they fired me for no apparent reason. I had a 4.81 customer rating, and I accepted a lot of orders and completed over 90% of my orders and stuff like that, and did everything right. But they said I was excessively late, so they deactivated my account on September 3rd, 2020. And this was right after I was actually a top dasher. They named this. It's crazy. I said it on my second video. I went from being a top dasher to deactivated in 30 days, like in an entire, like in only a month. A month, like 3 days after I was my top dasher month, I was deactivated for that crappy reason. You know what I'm saying? These guys are on a pandemic in regards to deactivating a lot of drivers, and a lot of drivers are complaining about that. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why they're deactivating people, I don't know. I mean, I guess they don't want to pay so much drivers, so they want to just let some drivers go. They're looking for a stupid excuse to let people go. Don't support this stupid company, man. I seriously challenge you guys. Look at this. What does this say? The good news, DoorDash is finally being more transparent with their workers. Please. How much they're really paying and how much the customers tip. Yeah. I did notice that because they never used to show the tip. They never used to show the customer tip before on the app. But they're probably still, like I said, they're hiding probably the rest, like the full tip. They're probably just showing half of it or the percentage of it. But it's like, they're just a shady company, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even need to read this. You can see for yourself, guys. These guys are just freaking, they're a disgrace. All right, so I guess I should just skim down this thing, right? Because this is not really saying anything. DoorDash's announcement, they've claims the feedback they've gotten from workers have been humbling. Yeah, I bet. But sticking to a pay model that exploits workers by stealing their tips, and one that's unpopular with customers and workers alike, doesn't seem very humble. Of course not. Thousands of DoorDash workers with the Pay Up campaign have been incredibly clear about what they want to see: an end to tip theft and a commitment to pay a floor of 15 an hour plus the cost of expenses. And customers have spoken out too, because no customer tips a driver with the belief that their tip is going to a 12 billion exactly. Nobody tips a driver in order to, in order to want to freaking have the money go to a $12 billion company. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Spread the word, yada yada yada. I'm telling you, man, we got to stop supporting these scam ass organizations. These guys just don't give a fuck about nobody, son. They really don't. Well, all right, I can back out of this and go to the next article here, or maybe I'll probably do this on another video, because the screen recorder on my phone, it takes up a lot of space, so the video might cut off on me. So I don't know if I'll have time to do this. Okay. This is basically the same thing, though. DoorDash is still pocketing workers' tips almost a month after it promised to stop. Again, multiple articles talking about the same thing. I don't think I need to read over it, really. You guys can see it yourself. These guys are just pocketing people's money. Customers' hard-earned money that they want to give to the drivers is going to a billion-dollar company. And it's just a greedy bunch of ass clowns, man. It's like they don't give a rat's ass. It's like these guys are making billions of dollars and they're stealing people's money. Like, what kind of crap is that? I don't even need to read anymore. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? I'll read it anyways. It's been almost a month since DoorDash, the leading food delivery app in the U.S., finally carved to public pressure and announced it would stop pocketing its workers' tips. Yeah, right. They said they're going to stop, but they still do it. Bunch of jabronis. At the same time, CEO Tony Zhu, aka Tony Scam, announced in a series of tweets that DoorDash would institute a new model to ensure workers' earnings would increase by the exact amount of customer tips on every order. Zhu promised to provide specific details in the coming days. The next day, Zhu sent out a note to DoorDash workers broadly outlining changes and letting them know what to expect in the next days ahead. Basically, yeah. Like I said before, they show you the customer tip amount. They never used to show that. And they show you the base pay. They also show you any bonus pay after you completed a delivery. They show these things. These are things they never used to show. That's the update. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't promise that they're gonna stop stealing people's tips, because they still do steal your tips. Even in 2020, they still do it. Because like I said, I never ever received a tip larger than $10 on DoorDash. But I've received larger than $10 tips on Postmates. Even on Uber Eats, I've received a tip larger than $10, and they're the probably the bigger scammer company than DoorDash is, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? Then again, I don't even know if they really scam people. Uber just doesn't care about their drivers. DoorDash doesn't care about the drivers, and on top of that, they scam you. So I guess DoorDash is worse than Uber Eats as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? Then again, I don't know. I don't know. Uber is just extremely strict, and they're just so quick to cut you off. But again, Uber is another video, another topic, another video for another day. Bottom line is this: I'm probably gonna end this video in a little bit. So guys, boycott this scam ass organization. They don't care about nobody but themselves, but their $12 billion selves. They steal the customers' tips, the driver's tips. The customer's money is going to a $12 billion organization, not the driver. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are tipping $50, $60, you know what? $20, $30 is not going to the driver. It's going to this stupid ass organization. Well, a percentage of it is going to that stupid ass organization. And it's unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? I hate looking at articles like this. I really do. It's a disgrace. This is just ridiculous, man. And look at this. Look at what this says right here. Turner, a mother who works full time to support herself and two small children, also does food deliveries for other apps like Postmates, Instacart, and Grubhub. She says all the apps have pay problems. She's right about that. Postmates, even I like Postmates, but they have issues too. They need to start paying up more money than they do, and offer more bonuses and stuff like that. But none of them are going so far as stealing tips. So that's just proof. That's another person other than me, complaining about DoorDash stealing people's tips. You know what I'm saying? They're the only guys, as far as I'm concerned, that steals people's tips. DoorDash delivery workers are contractors who don't have protections like minimum wage or benefits like healthcare. That's another problem, by the way. You know, you're on the road doing deliveries and stuff like that. You should have healthcare. But yeah, they don't have healthcare that full-time employees get. So, I mean, since these workers' pay can fluctuate, some drivers recalled interviews said they earn as little as an average of $8 an hour. Tips are crucial for earning a living wage. Another DoorDash worker who preferred not to be named said he was initially very excited when he heard that the company was listening to workers' concerns and changing its tipping policy. Since then, its inaction has disappointed him. These guys are just not willing to change their ways, man. They're willing to lie to you that they are changing their ways, but in reality, they haven't changed a bit. It's a disgrace. But you know what, man? I don't need to read the rest of this article. You guys get the point. These guys are shady. These guys are disrespectful. These guys are despicable. These guys are corrupted. And the guys, the people who use DoorDash to order food, again, I'm going to say it again. Stop using this app to order food. Order food on any other app, including Uber Eats. As much as I don't like Uber Eats, use even Uber Eats to order food. Don't use DoorDash. Drivers, stop driving with DoorDash. People who want to be a delivery driver in the gig economy, do not be a delivery driver for DoorDash, because this organization is about robbing their customers and treating their drivers like utter shit. That's what they do. They make a living off of doing stuff like that. And they're not to be supported. You know what I'm saying? DoorDash should be called Scam Dash. You know what I'm saying? DoorDash should be called Scam Dash or Don't Dash. As a matter of fact, that's their new name. Don't Dash. It's not called DoorDash no more, as far as I'm concerned. Sorry, I'm stuttering a little bit because I'm just so pissed. Every time I talk about DoorDash, I stutter and I get pissed because it's just a bunch of scumbags. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to end this video though, man. Please like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Definitely share the video to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Expose this scumbag ass organization for what they are. And keep on exposing them and keep on taking action until they decide to really change their ways, because people like me is not going to put up with this no more, man. You know what I'm saying? So until then, DoorDash is AKA Don't Dash. Don't dash with this scam organization. Peace out, everybody. Be safe. Have a wonderful Saturday. Have a wonderful weekend.